So Elon Musk, yet again, has come out with a crazy fucking invention that, a lot of people have been talking about for several years. And this one deals with not your vehicle, not, space, not your roof. It deals with your fucking brain. And this is Neuralink. And he gave a real trial, I guess, live on Friday. And
yeah, on a pig.
Yeah. And right. I mean, we're not big fans of animal testing on that side. That's not great news. But to get into just an idea of what it is, the brain has two major portions of it that communicate back and forth whenever you're making a decision. So they scanned brains and they can see that that's happening, that action. And so what this does is it allows you to be able to fire off neurons much faster in order to reach decisions quicker. And the initial primary use is very much going to be toward people with a handicap. And so that will be the first. Then it will lead to an enhancement.
But elaborate
for
on
anyone
that.
Else. Sure.
I believe he was talking about spinal injuries, people with missing limbs.
That's correct. Yeah.
So the whole point of it is that with this Neuralink, it's going to be able to communicate. If you think something, it's going to be able to communicate to those different parts of your body.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking amazing, right? But here's the price that you have to pay. The price you pay for that is having I think it's like a coin size drilled cork out of your skull, and then this thing fits into it. And so the crazy thing is, initially, this thing was a like 2 or 3, and it was like a 3-part deal where it actually was drilled into your head and then 2 dangling things that would sit essentially near your ears, kind of behind your temples. That's now, he released on Friday, that's now just one small piece, and it'll have a small chip kind of dangling toward at the backside. And so that will fit, he said, seamless against your skull. So it'll cork out the piece of skull that's needed, and then it'll place this piece in. And when he had it in his hands, it was very small in comparison to his palm. So it was very, very small.
But does he just have really big hands?
I don't know. But I don't know. I think if everybody from like 20 years ago was saying that we'd be walking around holding this fucking thing and not being able to exist with this fucking thing and staring at it all day long and literally feeling like you're missing a limb whenever you've left this behind, because I've fucking left this behind before and it felt fucking weird.
Yeah, I know. We literally go down the street for something and we have to drive back for your fucking phone.
No, I've literally left it at a gas station. We've said, fuck it, and we left it there for like 3 days. And
okay, I'm going to remind you of that.
And actually, you know what? When I did that, I felt pretty fucking great that I had to have my phone on me.
Great. So then the next time you make me turn around for your phone, I'm going to tell you that story and tell you how great you felt.
Perfect.
So back to the Neuralink.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't want anybody fucking with my brain. Man, I get real sicked out when I see brain surgery. And then I always talk about just how amazing that doctor has to be. And then I always go into like a deep dive of, imagine how scheduled your life would have to be. You're a brain surgeon. Like, one wrong move will fuck up so many things. So imagine, guys shouldn't be going out drinking with their buddies at a casual dinner the night before, getting lack of sleep. Like, they're probably to such, I hope that they're on a rigorous schedule that helps them function the same way every day, because you don't want an off day as a brain surgeon.
No.
Like, dude, hard pass. I would be, if I was getting my brain operated on and that guy looked remotely hungover or ill or like he didn't get a good night's sleep, I'd be like, hey man, I'm really fine with you rescheduling this. Like, I don't need you to drill a hole in my brain after a night out with your buddies.
Well, you know what? Brain surgeons are normal people too.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It gives you real.
I know they're normal
Gives you real
people.
pause for anything like this.
And this is their 9 to 5. This is their normal job. So I'm sure they could do it with their eyes closed, but that doesn't make me feel any better.
I agree. You know, and it'll be something to where, you know, I don't know if 5-10 years from now we'll all say, well, fuck, you kind of have to have it now.
But you didn't
because
talk about the
everybody-
benefits.
So some of the benefits on it are going to be that your decision-making skills will be enhanced. And then there are some crazier. He's not alluding to like that's the as definitive as he's gotten. And then he gets really, and then Elon Musk gets very like futurism whenever he talks about some of the other benefits. And some of the other benefits he was saying is, you know, we'll be able to fully control all of our electronics through this. We'll be able to, you know, learn certain skills maybe through this. Talking some Matrix type shit is what he's describing. That I think is a little far-fetched. And I think, you know, eventually maybe we may get to that point, but not as quick as like 10 years. I think he's just as off as some of his timelines. And then he went as crazy as saying, and this is something he said on Joe Rogan, he said, at a certain point, we will no longer need language because of the fact that we will be able to speak to one another through some form of telepathy through these types of chips.
So this was when he was high on Joe Rogan?
No, this was the last time he was on Joe Rogan,
okay.
and he learned his lesson. But
I think that's...
Yeah. So I think he's, once again, shooting for Mars and going to land somewhere, you know, between here and Mars. But
yeah, I mean, I got to tell you, the quality control on Teslas are, it's dog shit. So
yeah,
you better have better quality control with a brain chip.
I agree.
Like,
yeah,
it's not going to be great if my chip malfunctions because you tried to shoot for the moon and you were a little too lofty with your goals, so you rushed manufacturing. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, that is scary.
But one question. Would you take the red one or the blue one?
Yeah, we'll see how this all turns out. But in about 5 to 10 years, this right here may be used just like the Katie Couric and Brian Gumbel thing, where they're staring at each other on the couch on the Today Show and saying, Internet, why would you want to all be connected to each other? That's ridiculous. That's why would everybody be staring at a screen of any kind and doing things online? So that sounds ridiculous, right? That was only 25 years ago.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you this. If I am going to have to make money so I can go live in the Mediterranean for the rest of my life, I will probably get the chip to make me still have a competitive advantage against others.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate part. If other people are getting the chip, I can't really fail at work, so guess I'll be getting the chip.